Hello everyone. So we're past the halfway of 2023, so we're in July at this point, and I've been feeling the pull again to go look into the visions, the goals. It's not so much goals, it's visions and intentions, desires that I set at the beginning of the year, and look at them again, realign myself, and start visioning again for this second half of the year. So I felt inspired to share something with you that was recorded originally for the Empower Love group. This is a session that was recorded on January 13 this year. So it was a Friday 13, so on top of it being a powerful session, it was done on a powerful day. So in this session, we are looking at our visions, at our dreams, at one specific desire, something that we want to align with, and we are working with it first at an energetic level, so the underpinnings of the meanings, of the images, of the experiences, of the desire itself, and then we are aligning it with it. So we are noticing how its embodiment is in us and how do we actually ground it from it being a vision, a vibrational reality, bring it further through the layers of our energetic bodies all the way into the physical, because that's when we are in full resonance with it, and that's when it becomes our experience in the material world that we love to play in. So hope you enjoy. For this particular session, choose one desire, one vision, something that you want to align with, one thing, because you can do it as many times as you want with other things, but choose one that feels important to you or that feels easy for you to practice and thoroughly enjoy the process. So I hope you enjoy it, and without further ado, handing you back to my past self and the Empower Love group session. Hi everyone, Power Love Tribe, and welcome to this second session of the month. So this month we are focusing on tuning in, being clear about our vision for ourselves, for our future, for our lives, the way we want to be, the way we want to live, the experiences that we want to have. And we're interspersing the focus of visioning with the focus of actually embodying it, making it practical, practicing those states of being. I'm a master at just daydreaming things every now and again. Sometimes not even that, don't allow myself to do it. But when I do, it just stays in that lovely, beautiful, ethereal, I love this, I want this, I love it. And really, I do change to a degree, but if I don't really anchor things down, I know that it's just a mental exercise. It's just fun for the time that I'm doing it, or it can even be uncomfortable with the resistance that comes up. But if there isn't the practice, the thinking about it, the embodiment part of this equation, the energetic alignment part of it, things don't change much, or they don't change at the rate that they could actually change if we actually made things practical. So assuming it's not just me, we all have this type of I'll skim through it to a degree, so we leave things on the philosophical side of the equation instead of making them practical and applying them in our lives. Of course, I'm speaking for myself, my own experience in the past, but from what I see, it's fairly across the board that, again, to a degree or another, we all kind of do this. So let's bring practice to this beautiful focus, and today is a powerhouse of the day. So Friday 13, January 1st month of the year. So it's a feminine power day. It's a day of magnetic energies, and when we actually write that now, and we're going to embody the states of those desires, the desire, whatever one that you choose for you right now to practice with, embody that. Yeah, we're writing an energy of a powerful day. So for this session, and for it to not be philosophical, you will need something specific that you want to vision, that you want to embody, that you want to live. If there is something already specific that you have in mind, perfect. If there isn't, think one thing. This is practice, so it's a process. You practice with one thing, and if you want, you can then practice with other things as you get more used to, proficient with the process itself. So choose one thing that you want to play with right now. Let's see. I'll be doing the process as well as I'm sharing, so I have thought of 2 or 3 things, but I'll choose one. So time for you. If you haven't yet, choose one thing for yourself as well. And if for whatever reason nothing really comes up, there are more meta focuses that you can choose. For example, a way of being. If you want to be more loving, if you want to be more peaceful, if you want to be more present, if you want to be more embodied, if you want whatever, more confident, whatever the case might be. For example, you can use that as well. And if you have something specific, even better, meaning, for example, I want to be more confident in this type of situations, or I want to feel more embodied with this person or in this activity. Something like that creates more of a context around the desire itself, so it becomes much more practical in terms of the process of aligning with it and rehearsing that way of being for yourself. So with that chosen, let's then start. We're going to start with a process quick of relaxation, because where there is tension, energy isn't flowing, there's resistance. So the more relaxed, physically relaxed we are, the more mentally and of course energetically relaxed we are as well. So let's start with a quick relaxation. So I'm going to invite you, feel your body. If you're standing, feel your feet on the floor, feel your hips. If you're sitting down, same thing, feel your feet on the floor, feel your sit bones on the chair, feel the weight of gravity on your shoulders, and bring your awareness to your feet. And notice if there's any tension there. If there is, you can tell that part of your body as you breathe in and out, relax. And imagine it dissolving and releasing the tension. So, relax. Now bring your awareness to your calves. Same thing, notice how you feel inside your body. If there's any tension, breathe in to that area of your body. Especially if you feel tension, breathe into that area where you feel the tension. And as you breathe in and out, relax. And imagine it dissolving and the energy flowing. One more breath. Relax. Now bringing your awareness to the knees and thighs. Same thing, notice if there's any tension. Feel inside your body. Breathe into that area. Relax. And again, breathing in and out through the area. And relax. And now bring your awareness to your pelvic area, your sits bones. See if you can sense the inside of your pelvic area, if there's any tension there. And breathe in and out through there and relax. Breathing in and out through that area again. Relax. And feel the tension dissolve. And feel yourself sitting even more relaxed, more fully, letting the weight of your body be held by your spine and by your pelvic bowl, by your pelvic floor, by your sits bones. Now, awareness in your abdomen, lower abdominal area, middle and upper all the way to the rib cage, the bottom of the rib cage. Notice if there's any tension there. Take a deep, silent, pleasurable breath down to the belly. Allow it to move silently into the belly. And as you breathe out, relax. And imagine that the navel itself is drawing in breath. And as you breathe out, relax. Let the tension dissolve and flow. Entire chest all the way to the shoulders. Feel from the inside. Notice if there's any tension. And breathe in and out. And relax. One more time. Breathing in and out. And relax and allow tension to dissolve. And now feel your arms, upper arms, elbows, lower arms, wrists, all the way to the hands, fingers. Notice as you feel inside your body if there's any tension, any area that feels tight. You can shake it a bit, especially shoulders. And breathe in through the entire arms and hands. As you breathe out, as them relax. Imagine the energy dissolving, like ice melting or water vapor moving, dissolving, and energy moving through you. Another breath. And relax. And now feel your neck, front, in the throat, back, in the neck, and notice from the inside if there's any tension. Breathe in through the neck, and as breathe out, relax. And again, breathe in. Imagine that the neck itself is drawing in energy, especially if you feel tension. As you breathe out, relax. Now bring awareness to your face and to your scalp. Let's start with the scalp first. So notice if there's any tension in your scalp, and imagine that as you breathe in and out through the pores of your scalp, everything is just relaxing. One more breath in and out, and relax. Now bring awareness to your face, forehead, eyes, cheeks, cheekbones, jaw, eyebrows, all the way, lips, ears, everything. Take a deep breath in through your entire face as if you're drawing in a fresh wind gust right on you, just fresh air. And breathe out, relax. Breathing in again. Your face is breathing full, fresh breath of air. And as you breathe out, relax and let the tension dissolve and melt and flow down, ground into your core, through your core into the earth. And now bring awareness there internally to your core line, all the way top of the head, upper dantian in the middle of the head, flowing down through the middle of the neck, connecting to the heart chakra, the middle dantian, continuing to connect further down behind the navel, the lower dantian, continuing down to the perineum, and connecting the branches that connect from your legs, center of your legs, all the way down, exiting your feet, connecting you to the earth through the point in the center of your feet, right after the ball of the foot. You have as well branches that connect all the way through the middle of your arms to the chakras in your hands. So become aware of your core line as a whole. It's a continuous line of energy that is creating your energetic field from the outside in all the way to the condensation into the physical. And feel you connected above, high above, and below, down further, down below to the earth. So you're well grounded while we're doing this as well. We're energized, we're in the flow of our own life current. You don't need to be using energy from our batteries. We're plugged in to the mains, so to speak. And feel your core line becoming even brighter, even more radiant, even more beautiful. And let that brightness become even brighter, even more radiant, and start to radiate even further out, filling your entire body with light. Your entire energy field starts to become even more filled with light as well. The front to the back to the sides, high above you, down below you as well. Everything, your energy field, getting more and more vibrant, more bright, more beautiful, more filled with light and with lightness, with ease, with a sense of weightlessness, with a sense of playfulness, of lovingness. And with that awareness, sense again the core line inside of you, and sense the spaciousness inside your body. And sense the spaciousness outside your body as well. All the spaciousness around you. And notice that it is the same spaciousness. There isn't a difference in the quality of the feeling. Same spaciousness that is inside you is the same spaciousness that's all around you. So it's one spaciousness in which you are being manifested, pulsing in and out of reality with a really fast refresh rate. And in this spaciousness, bring to your mind the desire, the vision that you want to play with. And first, imagine putting it to the front of you in whatever direction you want, but to a certain distance, so that it isn't too close to you, it doesn't feel wrong, it's just at a very comfortable distance for you, that vision or that desire. It might come as a knowing, it might come as a feeling sense, it might come as images. However it comes for you, sense it outside of you in that spaciousness at a distance. That feels comfortable. And when you have it there, imagine that the specifics, for example, if you had an image, imagine that that image is losing its edges and it's becoming just a pattern of energy. If you had a feeling sensation, can as well imagine it as a pattern of vibration, of vibrating, pulsating energy. And notice how that pattern of energy looks like or feels like for you. Is it bright? Does it feel light? Is it dim? Does it have some certain spots that feel a little bit darker or dimmer or less coherent than others? Analyze the quality of the energy there, either feeling quality or a visual sense that you might have. We're working with the underpinnings of our rendering. We render energy into shapes, and we're just taking the rendering away for a little bit and working directly with the vibration. So in this image, you can start harmonizing it. So whatever you noticed, you can start making it more beautiful. You can start making it brighter. You can start making the color something that feels more resonant for you, feels better for you, pretty much. So start playing with the brightness of that light, the color perhaps of the light, the texture, the smoothness, or the aliveness of that energy. Start tweaking those energetic qualities until you feel that, oh, okay, this is much more inspiring, much more alive, much more pleasurable, feels good, feels exactly like what I wanted. Usually bringing light and making it brighter, more beautiful, and perhaps softer or even lighter, more expansive even. Those are qualities that usually work for us, but see whatever comes up for you. And when you feel it's more delightful, it's a good word, for you, you can make it even a little brighter, perhaps even more beautiful, even more coherent. That's what that means. More beautiful usually is more coherent, and even more expansive and light in quality. And when you do, and when it feels just perfect, delicious, beautiful, loving, all of that, those are words from our 3 different brain centers. Very pleasurable, 4 brain centers right there. Notice again the spaciousness in which that energy rendering of your desire is. It still is in the same spaciousness that you feel around you, and the same spaciousness that you feel inside you. So there's no separation. It's still the same spaciousness. Sense that. And now, sense that you are in relationship with that vision. So you are tuned to it. So there is a thread or more, many threads, rivers of energy connecting you to that vision, to the energetics, energetic underpinnings of that vision of yours. And notice, how are those connections, that relationship between you as you sense yourself and that vision that's outside of you. Notice what the qualities of that energy are. As the same that you did with the energetic underpinnings, notice, is it bright? Is it strong? Is it a large connection, or is it just a tiny little, thin little connection? A sliver, perhaps a rope or a river wide loving connection. And start playing with it. How connected do you want to be with that vision? What qualities do you want to have in that relationship, in that connection? Can be a quality, for example, of ease, a quality of knowing that, yeah, this is my way of being now, a quality of lightness, quality of love, being in love with that vision. So make as well the connection as delightful as feels perfect for you. Make it brighter, more beautiful, wider, richer, deeper, higher, lighter, whatever qualities come to you. And if something comes up for you that you're feeling a little bit of resistance, you can call light as well. Bring light to that area where you feel the resistance. Bring light to the reverberation of that in the relationship. And you can also ask, okay, so what is the original intention of this vision for me? And see what comes up and what's the original blueprint of this vision. What's the original intention of this in my life? And see if that helps to dissolve whatever misperception was causing the resistance. And again, can always bring more light, make it lighter, make it more beautiful, make it more expansive, because that will help tweak and shift whatever was not coherent before. And when you feel that the relationship connection is, again, delightful, or it's more to your liking, you can start, well, the image itself or the distance of the vision that you had might have changed. So notice where it is right now and notice what's the quality of the energy. You can start to bring it closer to you if it feels comfortable, or you can leave it where it is, see what works best for you. And at whatever position it now is that feels perfect, brilliant for you, let the energy itself be rendered again into an image. So, or an image or a feeling sense, whatever came to you before, and notice what different nuances perhaps come up in your mind now when you let that rendering, that image come up again from the underpinnings, the worked upon energetics. And notice again the quality of your relationship now with that image. How does that feel, that connection? Continue noticing as well now the spaciousness, where that vision is, where you are, same spaciousness. It's all in your field actually. In your field, in this unifying for all spaciousness. And now notice, if it's a vision that you're having, are you seeing yourself in third person there, or are you experiencing the vision in first person, as if you're immersed in it? Usually, because we did place it outside, we will be probably, not always, but probably seeing it in third person. So if that's the case, slip into first person view. So enter into that version of yourself to experience that reality from first person perspective. Like an actor slipping into a role. And imagine the scenario that you chose all around you as an amazing holographic reality all around you. And if you had feelings, just let yourself be immersed in the feelings. If you have an image, you can imagine it all around you, holographic style. Like a virtual reality game. Virtual reality world, which quite honestly is what's happening anyway in our perceived reality. So now you're experiencing that reality, that vision fulfilled, that version of you, that for whom that's perfectly natural. Notice, how do you feel? And I mean feel as in emotions, and perhaps even more specifically, feel as in your body sensations. So what is your posture in that reality? So what's the shape of your body? Are you contracted? Are you hunched over? Are you relaxed? Are your shoulders down? Do you carry yourself a certain way? What's your posture? How do you move around? How do you stand? What's your posture when you're sitting down? What's your posture when you're interacting with the person as that version of you? How are your shoulders? How's your belly? What's the expression in your eyes? Are they tense, relaxed, open focus, or laser focus on something? If you notice yourself energetically, how do you feel? Are you charged up? Is your energy leaning forward towards something? Is it all around you? Is it grounded? Is it weighing, pulling you down into the feet, or does it feel light and bouncy? Do you feel focused and ready to jump, or do you feel relaxed and open? Neither of these are good or bad. It really depends on what the vision is. Just different things for us to notice. When you're talking with someone, what's your tone of voice? When you're sharing about your life, when you're sharing about your passion, about your desire, about how you got there. What's the cadence in your voice, in your speech? And bring up a specific of your own vision. If it's an interaction that you want to have with someone in a certain way, rehearse that. Make it a virtual reality type of interaction and notice what is your response. How do you interact in that reality? If it's a way of being that you want to have, at work, same thing. You can rehearse interactions, or you can rehearse. Notice how do you sit in your work? What do you feel? What's the sense of inspiration? At the end of the day, how do you feel? At the beginning of the day, how do you feel? What comes through your mind? What are your priorities? What do you do first thing that's the most important to you? And emotionally, how do you feel? Bring back again the desire fulfilled, which can in itself be an emotional state that we practice, a sense of desire fulfilled, which usually is gratitude, appreciation, lovingness, a sense of relaxation and ease. Destiny fulfilled. This one I got from Binting Masar. I love that one so much. A sense of destiny fulfilled. There's a sense of majesty, of purpose, of accomplishment that doesn't feel even like accomplishment there. So what are the qualities of your desire fulfilled? What does that bring up emotionally in you? And notice how those emotions feel. Notice their coordinates or their blueprints in your body. So, like we did before, working with embodiment cues. Notice how are your eyes in that emotional state? How are your lips? How are you breathing? How is your posture? What's the shape of your body in that emotion? Because you can trigger that emotion, rehearse it by many ways. One of them, for example, is repeating the name of the emotion to you, to yourself in your mind, and you start tuning into it more and more and more, and you start embodying it. Another way is tuning into a time where you already felt it and letting that come back to you again. And we're talking about many emotions here, it's probably not just one. Another way that we can do this is to tune into someone else that actually displays this emotional state or this quality of character really clearly, and notice when we are focused on them, we naturally entrain mirror neurons. Notice how we feel, how that trait or emotion is mapped in us, and then we can replicate that as well. And the way that we are talking about here is to notice what are the embodiment cues of a specific state, and then we can trigger those embodiment cues again with the intention of practicing that emotion, and it will be a lot easier because we're already starting from the body, and then it's much easier. The mind is already, the intention is there, so it just becomes much faster, much quicker, and much more pleasurable actually to practice. So when you identify the states of being, the emotional qualities, then you have your work as well. Because this is one practice that we do here But those states of being, those responses that you identified before, you can practice them in your day-to-day. Those postures, that embodiment, you can as well make a note of them and practice them throughout your days, wherever, whenever you want. And the emotions themselves, same thing. You can make a note of them and practice them. You have the skills, you have the tools, you know how to do this. It's a matter of us just believing that we can, and or even better, making ourselves play with it instead of going, I have to, just playing with it. Doing experiments like Dr. Joe Dispenza loves to share. Just do an experiment with yourself. Try it for a few days. Notice how you feel. Giving it a real go after a few days. And notice how that changes things inside of you and how that starts reflecting in your reality. I'm saying you, but same thing for me. So you have the tools, you have the process, you have the nuances for your own vision. Now it's a matter of playing with it more and enjoying it and relaxing and having fun and living this as an experiment, because it's your life here. You get to play with it, you get to experience whatever it is that lights your heart and soul. So enjoy it. And when you want to come out of the practice, the play, if you're more in a meditative state, you can come back to notice again your body, sitting down, the weight of gravity on your shoulders, of your body, in your sits bones, in your feet. Bring attention to the inside of your body again, to your core line, the center of your body, and moving through your head up into connecting to your higher dimensions of self, down through perineum and feet, connecting it to the earth, being grounded, feeling your energy field around you, feeling your energy membrane at the edges of your energy field. Bright, vibrant, beautiful, resilient, with whatever color came to your mind. And whenever you want, maybe open your eyes if you had them closed, stretch a little bit, maybe shake a little bit, and thoroughly enjoy the rest of your day. So hope this was fun, playful, that you had a lovely practice session, rehearsing who you already are, because that's already a version of you that exists in consciousness, and who you are, thoroughly enjoying the process of actualizing. So have fun, play with it, and let me know how this was for you, and I'll see you in the group.